Hey, welcome to another, I always want to say edition, this episode, right, of My Drive on Cast 11, right, E?
Do we say edition or
Well,
we say
I'm thinking
episode?
of magazines and all the other stuff that we do, so my wires get crossed. It's another episode of My Drive,
right?
On Cast 11 Podcast Network. Easy E.
What up?
The sports lady is going to jump off the deep end first, maybe with sports, or do you want to do that in a little bit? Because we had a win.
We had a win. So let's start with the win. So Badgers win. Rushing attack continues to be one of the best in the 4A conference. So these guys are putting up a ton of points. So I'm trying to figure out the identity because they either win like 1,000-3 or they lose. So as long as we can get that running game continued going.
Go Badgers.
300 yards. Are you kidding me? High school, 300 yards. So keep it up. Keep it up, Badgers. Just
want to give a real quick segue before you go on with your expert sports coverage is, speaking of the Badgers,
yeah,
what do we got coming in today hitting the streets of Prescott?
Badger Nation.
Badger Nation, the newest publication by Talking Glass Media. It covers school programs, highlights teachers, students, sports calendars.
Prescott Pride.
Prescott Pride.
Yep.
Is hitting the streets. It's available digitally right now, but check it out. It'll be coming to your hometown today. As long as, the truck driver got up and went to work.
Yeah, as long as we can lift those boxes and get them in here.
So carry forward.
I'll segue over to Cardinals because way to go, Cardinals. You beat the Panthers. Good job. Good job. Kyler Murray, all that money is showing up for you. So they are 2-2. Next week, though, we find out, are the Eagles real or is it just a fantasy? They're 4-0. Do Cardinals take down the Eagles the way the Bengals took down the Dolphins? So there were, one other undefeated team this week, and of course, the Bengals took the bite out of the Dolphins. So that's what happens when you go.
How's your
to the
Bengals
jungle.
tattoo? Is it still hurt, or are you all good now? Y'all
still
healed
hurts.
up?
I don't even. It's like it's still a little sore. I think because we are also 2-2, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
Because I kept smacking it around. So Cardinals taking on the Eagles at home. That'll be a good game, you guys. So if you've got some time to get down to, it's 60, 70 minutes away, go check out the Cardinals. Of course, the Eagles are favored to win, but they're 4-0. So we will see if that's if they can take care of that. I think they can. She says, with no confidence.
Too confident about your sports coverage today.
Eagles are going to beat the Cardinals. Okay. So do not put money on the Cardinals, but you should go and watch the game because it's going to be fun. But Cardinals will not win this one. So.
Awesome. Anything else?
That's
sports?
Me for sports. I think I think I've made enough people mad. But
now that we're opening up to other topics, we want to remind everybody that the town center, Rafter 11 town center area where Legato is being built off of Glassford Hill, that's all open. We have 7 or 8 businesses at least that are there, from Buffalo Wild Wings and Rafter 11 to Gabby's to Rose's to In the Game to Flowerstone. What am I missing, guys?
BMO Bank.
BMO Harris Bank. They're all open. Mm-hmm. Look at your signage. It's well signed. Signaged. However you would say that. So town center businesses are open in downtown Prescott Valley. Check it out. Yeah. Getting into a little bit of art. This is pretty cool for anybody that likes history and indigenous stories and the people that were here thousands of years ago. Navajo Master Weaver donates weaving to Charlotte Hall Museum at the Prescott Indian Art Market on September 17th. Navajo Master Weaver Nanaba Aragon, I hope I said that right, took the stage and stole everyone's hearts as she presented one of her weavings as a gift to the Charlotte Hall Museum. That place is pretty cool.
I love that
place. It keeps getting better as they add more artifacts. Check it out. And then moving on to traffic, Prescott East Highway Reconstruction Project begins October 10th. I'm having a really tough time saying October. It's October.
Yeah,
I wanted to say September. It's October. Roadwork on Prescott East Highway from the intersection with Highway 69 through Antelope Lane. Construction will begin October 10th of this year, continuing through January 26th of 23, which is another thing I'll have a tough time saying next year. Yeah. Roads will remain open with lane closures and possible delays. Want to know more details? Go to signalsaz.com.
That's a good little shortcut over there. So to get around like that 69 into Glassford. So I like that little shortcut in there. Yavapai Casa for Kids, the 5K and Halloween party. It's going to benefit local foster youth. So the Casa for Kids will host its 8th annual Costumes for Kids. It's a 5K fun run, because that sounds fun to run 5Ks. Saturday, October 29th at the Prescott Courthouse Square. Everyone interested is urged to register before October 3rd, and you'll receive a special race day memento.
Yes, and again, it benefits our local foster youth, or as I like to say lovingly, Ute. So
Utes.
Check it out.
Did you say Ute?
Ute, you Utes.
Yeah, 2 Utes.
Moving on. Prescott Valley Police recognize crime prevention. I think it's easy to forget that in October and the holidays coming in, Prescott Valley Police announced that October is Crime Prevention Month. As families are starting to make plans for the holidays, the Prescott Valley Police Department would like to remind everybody of ways to protect themselves. I think we touched on this last time, and it's such a good program. I think we should talk about it. Every program is the camera program, right? So you can register your Ring camera, your doorbell camera, whatever they call it, with the Prescott Valley Police Department. They can access it. You'd have to give them access, but it's a great way to do neighborhood watch, or as I say, neighborhood watch for lazy people drinking eggnog. Your camera's recording. If there's a theft, your camera might have recorded something. Help out PVPD and get on that program. It's an awesome one.
Also in Prescott Valley, the public libraries, they are celebrating Spooky City. So library is making a Spooky City this spooky season. Bring in your scariest, silliest, cutest, or weirdest homemade haunted house. Mine would be weird because I am not crafty. All through October to add to the library's Spooky City display. Our good friend Casey is
awesome. So now that it's getting cooler, we are firing up not our HVAC, but our heaters. I guess that would be they call it the furnace within your unit. What's going on in CVUSD? I think you were going to take that one.
Yeah, so they do have approval to move forward with the HVAC improvement project for all campuses. Program is being funded by the state of Arizona through the Arizona School Facilities Oversight Board. And this is going to be no cost to Chino Valley Unified School District. Our friends over at Yavapai Plumbing and Heating were telling me that now is the time to turn on those heaters, make sure they work. You don't want to find out, when it's like 30 degrees outside. So check them out. And if you need them fixed, give them a call.
Awesome possum. Moving on to some weekend events. Want to go there?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on this week. I think it's just, we're getting into all the busy stuff. Everybody thinks, oh, summer's done, but no. So it's lots of fun stuff. After 11, live music and happy hour right here at the ranch. Here's that artisan bread again. So,
just again for our regular listeners, because I know there's some out there. I see them. We still have yet to get artesian bread from the research guy.
Thanks, Austin. No love. So this Friday, 5 to 7, go check out Raptor 11's Happy Hour.
Speaking of happy hour, Pirates. Past Noon Kids Show. The Prescott Valley Performing Arts Center presents Pirates Past Noon Kids, a Magic Tree House collection. Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. And I'm guessing that's this weekend at the Prescott Valley Performing Arts. Again, if you guys aren't aware of it, downtown Prescott Valley Town Center has got a performing arts center. Check it out. It's a great facility. Right next to the Findlay Toyota Center.
Yeah, you get done with the Pirates, or looking forward to Pirates. But Thursday night, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Alice Cooper will be at the Findlay Toyota Center. So if you don't have tickets, get them.
So, research guy, what is Alice Cooper's number one hit? Can anybody online answer that? The first one that answers it, Marilee is going to give them something, whatever she wants to give them. So go online and comment on the Cast 11 Facebook page or the Signals AZ page. What was Alice Cooper's number one hit? And now we'll run away with something. The 44th annual Whiskey Row Marathon. James Family Prescott YMCA presents the 44th annual Whiskey Row Marathon. It is the oldest continuously run marathon, ran. It's we're talking about running in Arizona, and one of the toughest in the U.S., which I didn't know that, which means I'm not signing up.
I think there's a fun run too, where you can
There must be.
Yeah, where you maybe don't have to
event.
run 700 miles. Maybe it's a shorter one. But for those of you that love to run, this is a great cause. So
Prescott Courthouse Square, Saturday, October 8th. And another reason why Guy might not be there, it starts at 5 a.m.
Oh, in the morning 5?
Maybe that's why it's the toughest. Maybe it's just a really easy course. It's just getting your rear out of bed. So, no, it's a great event. Great fundraiser. It's highly popular. Going to be a lot of people. Go out, connect. I bet the weather is going to be beautiful for the 44th annual Whiskey Road Marathon, Prescott Courthouse Square, 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Saturday, October 8th.
Feel that chill in the air at 5 a.m. this Saturday.
Moving on.
Autumn colors best enjoyed at home. So free Waters gardening class. So we love our friends over at Waters Garden. Landscapes in autumn can be stunning, but only with proper planning. So this easy care advice will bring the silver and blues out of the evergreens, showcasing brilliant, bright foliage and crazy colored flowers. That's this Saturday also. So I'll probably run to Waters Garden, and then I
have $100. You don't.
Yeah.
But
it's not going to happen.
You could, if you were participating in the Man Against Horse race, which is an awesome race taking place Saturday, October 8th. This has been going on a long time. This is a race where the horses and their rides get to compete alongside runners on the same course at the same time. Takes place Saturday, October 8th, 6 a.m., Fane Ranch, 3 miles off the Fane Road. This has been happening on the Fane land for quite a while. I don't know how long it's been going on, but if you want to watch the Man Against Horse race, I don't know, ladies are out. Could it be ladies against horse too?
Well, and do they wear saddle? The men wear saddles? Oh, the horses? Man against horse. Like, do they have to carry somebody on their back? What's going on? They're just racing these horses?
She just learned how to use an iPhone too.
Yeah. So they're running
10, 25, or 50-mile races, and the horses are endurance horses.
Do they have somebody like
that goes down
the
Mingus
horses?
or something?
Well,
and so it's a hard. It's close as what I understand it between horse and man, because it's so rough that it's almost equal in terms of a man riding down versus a horse down this terrain. I'm guessing. Right?
I'm guessing these guys are in pretty good shape if they're going to take on some horses, right? 50 miles at 6 a.m.
Okay. Well, there's another one that either I'm not going to get out of bed for, or
you guys are killing it.
We admire the people who do it. It'd be probably a great thing
it.
to watch. You can go watch it as a spectator. It's supposed to be awesome. It's been going on a long time. Moving on to Puente de la Comunidad. Join the PVPD and CAFMA for a community event recognizing the diversity of our community. And as I say, que bueno. Sunday, October 9th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Valley Park. That's actually a really cool event, and it brings out a ton of people in our community. So go check it out in Fiesta.
So I won't be up at 5. I won't be up at 6 a.m. on Saturday. I'm going to be at home sleeping. So if you too will be home sleeping, head over to Yavapai Mattress. The Idealio of the week is a free mattress pad when you buy a new mattress. We've got some great beds over there. And
they're so good. I'm already sleeping.
Yeah, it's just right there, just talking about it. So our friends,
I get a free mattress protector with every bed purchase on the Idealio, huh? That's sweet.
Yep. Love it.
Okay. In case I spill my cocktail in bed. Okay.
Yeah, you just clean it right up.
We've all been there. The dog, takes care of the donuts. And moving on to podcast, we're going to update on the Cast 11 Podcast Network of Prescott.
Yeah.
What you got going on there, Mind Shrinker?
Mind Shrinker. It's, if you've ever watched my the podcast, it's my mind that's usually getting shrank. That is, we're talking about Munchausen syndrome and the ramifications of this mental disorder. So it's just...
that's a good show, man.
Yeah, it's...
you're doing a good job, man.
We delved into some darker topics. So look forward to those. Talking sports.
TD. Torrance TD Dunham recaps a big win for Prescott High on Talking Central Arizona Sports podcast. Check it out on anywhere that you get your podcast from. Either search Cast 11 or search Talkin' Central Arizona Sports.
Yeah.
We had Prescott High School Badgers and losses for the Prescott Bradshaw Mountain Bears, and Chino Valley Cougars. Way too many mammals. Football teams with interviews from Badgers head coach Cody Collette, senior running back
Moreau
Norris, and Bradshaw Mountain head coach Bob Young. If all names could just be Bob Young.
Running back, 300 yards. They are killing the ground
They've
game.
been slaying it.
They're putting up 50 points every game. Or
Go
losing.
Badgers. And again, Badger Nation's coming out, so we're celebrating.
Yep. Do you know who the baddest man on the planet is? It's tough.
Anybody who beats a horse down a mountain.
So back in the day, we would pay like $69.95 to watch a pay-per-view fight, and Mike Tyson would walk out, and within like 12 seconds, the guy was flat on his back. Or Mike had a bite of an earlobe in his mouth. So
he eats ears too.
Yeah. So waiting on a phone call. Our buddies Ben and Mike are waiting for Mike Tyson to call. So
he's a softer, gentler Mike now. Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, he's got pigeons. He's got some pigeons, and he's taking
hey,
care of them.
Mike, how you doing?
Yeah, I would say
pigeons.
that face to face with him too. I'm not scared. Like
I'm all good now. I'm a swami.
No, he just got in some more trouble a little while back.
Did
so
he?
He's
getting back to his roots.
Yeah. Don't leave those roots. If it's been working for you this whole time, get there.
Every now and then you need a little bite off the old trunk.
Or the old Evander Holyfield.
So what is waiting on a phone call? Recap for me, because we're doing so many shows. I can't keep up.
So what is cool about these guys is, one, they're just regular people, just like you and I. And they delve into like some pretty cool topics, and usually it centers around one popular guy, which this week it just happens to be like the heavyweight boxer, like one of the greatest of all times, knockout king. And they're waiting for him to call in.
But it's the hosts are important because they're local dudes.
Yep.
It's Mike Sardi and Ben. The last name escapes me. He's the big dude.
Kesterson.
Kesterson. Yeah, who's a great athlete, all that kind of fun stuff.
I like Ben and Mike.
Ben and Mike. It's kind of like Ben and Jerry's without the ice cream. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Yeah, waiting for Mike Tyson to call. And I think that's going to be awesome. So last week it was Mark Wahlberg, Mike Tyson now. And
again, waiting on a phone call, you can just search for that on wherever you search for your podcasts.
This show's doing great. People are loving this show. It's pretty awesome.
Moving on to the other podcast that's flowery and full of colors. Mountain Gardener Ken Lane. The most essential gardening of the season is done in fall, people. So if you've been procrastinating about working on those flower beds and prepping them for fall, now is the time. Otherwise, Ken will give you tongue lashings. You'll have a list of autumn tasks set up to set the stage for healthy plants and bigger bloomers next spring. So check out the latest episode of Mountain Gardener with Ken Lane.
Yeah. Prescott Valley Haunting on the Green. So I've thrown this out there for you guys. There is Monday Night Football on Monday on Halloween. So you want to pacify the kids, get them their candy, do it Friday night. October 28th, that's going to be over at the Civic Center from 4 to 8. And then Monday, you don't have to go out. You sit at home and watch football. Like an American. Do that. Football.
So we had a couple dust storms. I know we had a big storm. I think it was Thursday that hit CV and knocked out power. We're still having a monsoon, which is pretty cool. I had a challenge for you guys. How many people in here actually, when they drive, they have like a pallet of water in their car and a blanket? No? So if you're stuck on the 17 and it's hot or it's cold, are you prepared for that?
No.
I bring that up because I'm constantly telling my spouse, just do it just in case, because she drives 17 all the time. So when you see an event like this, a dust storm that could shut down traffic, just a good idea.
Yep.
If I can catch one person who's going, you know what, I'm going to do that, then I've done my job.
Definitely, especially as it's getting colder now too, with the, as we start getting the snows, and you just never know when you're going to be like diverted. I'm lucky. I've got a 6-year-old granddaughter, so there's usually a half a granola bar under the seat, or a cup full of something. So, but really, I'm sure online we've got a ton of stuff that'll get you prepared.
The good news about Arizona, besides the crazy weather right now, is Yelp's top 100 taco spots in America. 9 of them are in Arizona. So, if you have to be stuck somewhere, make sure it's by a taco stand and water.
Tacos. Yeah.
So go Arizona, go tacos. Anything else?
No, I'm just going to go load up my trunk with some tacos so that I'm prepared.
No water, but you'll get thirsty after the
Water and tacos.
That's all we got for this episode of My Drive on the Cast 11 Podcast Network. Y'all have a great weekend and watch those roundabouts.
See ya.